Welcome, I am the GamerUnderDevelopment, and this is episode 8 of my blind playthrough of City Skylines. In the last episode, we bought a new parcel of land, rebuilt our entire power structure, and switched everything over to advanced wind turbine power. In this episode, we're going to be addressing some of the service issues that came up at the end of the last episode. As you can see, these 4 buildings right here are complaining because of too few services. One of them is in fact burning down. And I'm guessing this one will be shortly too. So we're gonna go ahead and deal with that pronto. The one thing I am gonna say though is that there are multiple ways to deal with problems in cities, and in some of the past episodes we did notice that the street flow has a lot to do with how much coverage area you get from each of your services. So for the time being, we're gonna take a look at figuring out what services are missing right in this area and how we can get them there. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, where we see this sort of weird thing going on where you would think this would cover all of this area, but it doesn't because of the way that the roads are laid out. So I'm actually going to go in and instead of just dropping that down, I'm actually going to make some changes to the roads. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn all of these roads here into 2-ways. And then once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that, yeah, that road is a 1-way that's going that way, but we actually want it to go the other way, I think. Yeah, and then I'm going to run another 1-way across right here at this intersection. So we are going to destroy a building doing this. I'm okay with that. Well, we're going to destroy 2 buildings. I'm okay with that though. Okay, so now we have these nice little 1-way roads, we have all this stuff set up, and if I place this down, as you can see, that made a difference. And if we put this here, not only will we cover the areas that are requesting services, we'll also cover this industrial area up here where all of our dumps are. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. I will put our hospital there. It looks like we have fire coverage here, but for some reason... Oh, I guess they're responding. There's a fire truck right there. Okay, so we don't really need to worry about fire coverage. Ooh, we have really bad fire coverage down here though. So we could put a building here. Actually, let's make sure we deal with this area first. Okay, so police coverage here is pretty good, but thanks to our new road layout, if we go ahead and put one of these here, it'll solidify that police coverage in that area. Once again, we have this really bad coverage down here. And I'm not entirely sure if it's better to just build a couple of buildings or to reroute these roads. So I think what we're going to do is take a look at rerouting the roads. Because I don't want to be building like 4 extra service buildings just to cover this little area down here when it could be solved by fixing out our roads. So I'm going to go back into the road tool, grab the upgrade. We can't upgrade these to 2-ways because they're already 2-ways. But we can with these. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually going through and sort of laying our roads out like the local metropolitan area, which for me is Portland, and Portland's roads are laid out in a crisscrossing grid of 1-way streets that are surrounded by 2-way streets. So that's what we've just done there, is make our outside circle into a, well, not our outside circle, the outside of this area into a 2-way street. And now we're going to go ahead and go in and change some of these cross streets to 1-way streets, but the 1-way streets are going to alternate direction, and that's going to create a better traffic flow. At least that's what I'm hoping. I mean, if it works for a real-world city, it should work for Skylines, right? Because everything in video games translates over directly. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start by laying that road out. This road is all 1-ways. No, it is not. It is possibly all 1-ways, but they are not going the right direction. Okay, so this was actually a 2-way road. That explains a lot. And we're going to go in and make sure that our 1-ways are all heading... Yep, they're all heading the correct direction. They're heading up this way, which is what we want. So now I'm going to go ahead and take our 1-way road tool here, And yeah, we're destroying a bunch of residential buildings while we do this. We're doing so based upon the idea that we'll hopefully make that money back. Now I'm going to go ahead and swap this so that all these one-ways are heading the correct direction. Okay, there we go. So now we have crisscrossing one-way roads and two-way roads on the outside. So we've got one more crisscross road to build, and then we'll finish out these roads right here so that we have like a complete grid. So I'm going to start by finishing out this one-way. Yes, we are losing a bunch of residential area by doing this. No, I'm not super worried about that at the moment, because we're also gaining a little bit of residential area in places like this. Alright, so this one should be facing that way. But that's a two-way street, so we've got to fix that. And we will go ahead and do so. Okay. And everything is heading in the wrong direction, for the most part. Easy to fix, though. What I'm doing here is I'm right-clicking with the upgrade tool, which I have discovered flips roads, which is very handy in this situation in particular. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and grab the spray paint thing and spray paint everything that was new and was just created green so that we can start to get some more house growth in here. And then we're going to take a look at services for this entire residential area. Oh, whoops, I forgot. We got to finish our other roads. So we're going to go do these ones really quick. So to start with, what I'm going to do with these is I'm literally just going to create all of them, and then I'll go back and fix the directions on the roads. Okay, cool. So this one we will want going back towards the beginning of the entrance area. Place, stuff. Yeah, you guys know what I mean. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep flipping these back. Okay, good. So that's going the correct direction. And when I'm done with this, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at where our current traffic is as far as like density and problematic nature. And the reason I want to take a look at that before we move forward is because I want to see what it looks like after we finish all of these roads. Because I have a distinct feeling that it's going to get better. Whoops, these are facing the wrong direction. Those ones are facing the right direction. Okay, right, wrong. Okay, there we go. Awesome. So now all of our city's roads are fixed. Let's take a look at our traffic real quick, because I have a feeling it was getting pretty bad in there. I guess not. Well, let's see if it gets any worse. I'm going to go ahead and turn the time onto triple speed and see if those new services in that area start to kick in. Well, the building is no longer on fire. We still have complaints about services, but that'll probably just take a second to fall off. In the meantime, we're actually going to look over here at this area and check the services again. Okay, so we do still need fire coverage, but hey, look at that. Now if we put one here, it covers everything because of our new road system. Thank you, Portland. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that, and then I'm going to look at our crime rate. If we put a police station here, problem solved. Awesome. And our education looks pretty good. Well, it looks pretty sparse over there. Maybe we should put another elementary school in, like, right there? Nope. Right there. Okay, cool. So now we have green coverage for all of our services there. Our bus system is completely shafted, so we'll probably have to go in and fix that really quick. I just said really quick when I was talking about the bus system. That's insane. But this entire bus system is kind of a mess anyway, so it's about time we revisited that. I'm not entirely sure how this system works, to be 100% honest. Like, we got some bus stops placed and people got really happy, and that was enough for me back when we first unlocked this, but lately we've been focusing on being efficient with stuff, so it's become more important to me to understand the mechanics behind how all of this different stuff works. So we're gonna spend a little bit more time playing with this and see if we can figure out what the best way to lay out this bus system is. See, like, I don't think it's good when we have a ton of overlap, but at the same time, the route is one just big, long, continuous route, so I'm not sure if we can really cover everything without having overlap. I kind of wish there was just like an automate bus system button that would help people like me who are completely bus system challenged. So we do have an out-of-town bus that comes in, and I think we can play off of that bus line if we so choose. I'm gonna go ahead and do that when we get there, but for right now I just want to start our bus line off right here in front of the bus station. And I want to add a stop up here. And since this road comes back around, I'm gonna have it come back down through here. See, now this is the thing, I don't want to end the bus route here, but I think if I click... yeah, so that just closed it. But if I drag that... oh, cool. Okay, that makes things easier. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so that makes things a lot easier. So we're just going to keep dragging those points to add in new bus sections, and then we'll just put stops where we feel we need them. So I'm guessing if I go like that... whoa, that just got crazy. Oh, okay, so that got crazy because it went all the way up and around to close that system. Interesting, so this is actually kind of what I was looking for. I was hoping for like a system that would make it very, very easy for people to sort of just lay down the bus track and then come in and put in stops, and that's what this is letting us do, so that's kind of good. So I'm just going to keep coming along and, you know, painting a stop here, painting a stop there. Oh, that's an interesting situation. I'm not going to mess with that just yet. I'm not going to worry about that side street just yet. First, I'm going to focus on getting stops placed for the commercial area that is in the center of our city. And then I'm going to start moving down through here. We'll probably want a couple of stops on the way, so I'll put one there and one there. And then I'm going to drag that through here. And then we'll put another one there, and there, probably right about there as well. If it would let us, it won't let us put one there. Why can I? Oh, okay, because it's a one-way we have to stop on the other side of the street, I guess? Oh, either way, there we go. Whoa, yeah, see, I have no idea what is going on at this particular moment. I'm just gonna keep dragging down block by block and seeing what I can do. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so our one-way roads make these routes much, much more complex. And now I'm wondering if doing one-way roads like that was a good idea. However, it does make the traffic good, at least from my experience so far. And that's good, because I know nothing about city planning in real life, and I know nothing about laying out traffic or bus stops or any of this stuff, so anything that makes it a little bit easier to understand is good by me. Alright, so we're going to put another stop there. I'm sorry guys, I know this is tedious and boring. I'll actually probably just cut through most of this and just give you guys the complete finished bus route. Alright, so now we've got our bus system laid back out. Nope, we missed a spot. Oh, interesting. So we can paint bus routes, and even if they're not joined up, people will apparently use them? As long as they're closed routes? Okay, so yeah, that looks like it's about good. Alright, so our bus system has been rerouted and hopefully works. I guess time will tell. And in the next episode, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start laying out diversified industry, and the reason we're going to do that is because one of the loading screens that I got when I was loading in today said that diversified industry is a great way to increase the value of the taxes from your industrial zones. So that being said, we don't really have a lot of diverse industry. We have pretty much agriculture and basic industry. What I'd like to do is add in some forestry and hopefully pretty soon some oil industry, because we actually have access to oil industry now. And I think if we look around here on our natural resource map, yeah, okay, so there's a parcel way down here. Oh, I guess it's not way down there. We could literally buy it right now for 7,800 that has a ton of oil resources. So that would allow us to diversify into oil. And in this area, we've got lots of trees and some agriculture up here. Basically, what I want to do is try to diversify out all of our different industries and see if that actually does massively increase the amount of money we're able to make off of those industrial zones. This has been episode 8. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please click like. If you want to know when the next one comes out, please click subscribe. And remember to game responsibly.